बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि श्रीमां शरणं गच्छामि.
Hey, Shri Mataji, everyone. A very good morning and welcome to the morning meditation. Let's all humble down in our hearts with complete humility. Bow down to Mother Earth. Seek for her qualities of humility, gravity, and patience. And request permission from Shri Adi Shakti to meditate collectively. We can then raise our Kundalini and take bandhans. Invocation to Shri Ganesha.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश 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 साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो
Right hand on left Swadhisthana. Sri Ganesha, please give us pure divine knowledge. Please destroy all the impure desires from within me. Left hand on the liver. Shri Ganesha, please let the light of your wisdom reflect in my attention. Right hand on our heart. Shri Mataji, please let my attention be on my spirit. Left hand on the ego. Shri Mahat Ahankar. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahat Ahankar Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Mataji, verily you are the doer, you are the enjoyer. Let your will be done, your kingdom come. We can hold our Agya Chakra with both hands, forehead and back of the head. Shri Mataji, please let the buddhi, the intellect, get absorbed in the bliss of thoughtless awareness, samadhi. Shri Nirvichar Samadhi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichar Samadhi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. With attention on Sahasrara, let's enjoy the divine silence. In this state, let's absorb Shri Mataji's Amritvani on Shri Buddha Puja in England.
If you have no desire, you won't go into the right side. First is the desire. The starting point is the desire. He reached the point all right, but he didn't clearly say what desire means. Desire means the left side. When we have the pure desire, which is the Kundalini, then all these things are neutralized. When the Kundalini rises, the pure desire, the real desire, the only desire, it gives you the absolute by which you don't get old, you don't die, and you do not get sick. Because you achieve that which is eternal. It does not die. You become the spirit. When you want to die, you die. When you want to be reborn, you are reborn. And you have that realized temperament within you. It does not die. That's what you take with you. Now you take your realization with you when you die. So what he tried to say was to build up that we should not have any desires. Now, because, you see, his passage was like that. He went from one to another, giving up this desire, that desire, that desire, that desire. Ultimately he came to Kundalini. It's the same. Yan neti neti vachanai nigamo avochus. When you got saying not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, then you go to a point where you say, then what ultimately left is the desire, which is the pure desire. The desire that is the Kundalini. Say for example, you say, I'll have a house. No, I'll not have a house. I'll have a car. No, no car. No, I'll not have a wife. I'll not look at any woman. I'll have nothing to do with it. I'll give up this, give up that, give up that, give up that, give up that. Till you reach a point where you are at an absolute point. And there you realize that the Kundalini rises. But I think it is going too far. Why not start from the Kundalini, right? Yeah. It's a simple thing. So Sahaja Yoga is the other way around stuff. Is that you better start from the Kundalini and neutralize all your left side. You see the point now? That's why Buddha was always regarded as an atheist. He was not. He was not an atheist. But as a matter of policy, he and Mahavira, they were contemporary. They decided, let's not have the name of God anywhere near. Because once you start the God business, big philosophies are built and people just start claiming it. I mean, they become that. Actually, anybody who reads Gita becomes a sort of a Krishna. Shri Krishna himself is the way he talks. People, I mean, you can be shocked the way they talk, as if they are Shri Krishna giving an advice to Arjuna, sitting on a chariot. They behave in that manner, their style is like that. I met one fellow called Chinmayanand, and I was amazed, the way he was talking. I was surprised. I mean, he was just behaving like Shri Krishna, of course, horrid looking, but he thought he was Shri Krishna himself, you see. So that's what identification takes place with human beings. When they start talking about God or His ways and others. So he said, all right, put that out. Just talk about self-realization. That's the first step. And Mahavira joined hands with him. It helped that time very much. To all the people who were in the name of ritualism, you see, they would say it's very difficult, Hinduism is the most difficult thing. You have to fast on Sunday because of the sun, Monday because of the moon, Tuesday because of the Mars, like that went on. And when do you eat your food? If you have to achieve God, then you have to take your bath at 4 o'clock and do this and do that and shave your head, and then you become a sannyasi, and you can't eat this and you can't eat that and you can't do that, all those things, ritualists, they start. But he felt that supposing if you take to sannyasi, so half of your desires are finished. You are a sannyasi, you are doing God's work, and there is no need to have a family or anything, so half of your desires are finished. If you have a family, then you want to do something for the family, you have to look after your family, and all that is to be done. But he did not realize that he was a realized soul, others were not. You see, if a realized soul does that, it has no difference to him. Whether he has a family or no family makes no difference to a realized soul, because he is not attached. But to a person who is not a realized soul, supposing he'll give up his car, he'll give up his house, go to the Himalayas. There what he'll do? He'll have a hut and have a barbed thing around. Then he may think of a Georgian style of a house, if he's an Englishman. Because according to them, Georgian style is unpretentious. So we can have, after all we are sannyasi. That's typical. I tell you, all our Western mind is behaving in that way, if you see. That we should be unpretentious. You see, it's very fussy, is the word they will use. If you put even a little flower, oh, it's very fussy. They want everything to be plain, bland, you see. But what about inside? It's filled with what? It's all bottled up with all kinds of rums, this, that. But the outside should be absolutely bland. The food should not be, if possible, just get it in its natural form. If not, don't have any taste in it. It should be so bland that any guest who comes to your house must starve. You see? All these funny ideas cropped up with that, of asceticism. Then we have other people like Shambhalas who are going now to Gobi Desert. You see, they thought that this desert is not sufficient. Let's go to Gobi Desert. So they are going now to Gobi Desert. All these absurd ideas came out of Buddhism and also Jainism. Jainis went to the other extreme in vegetarianism, because Buddha himself was not a vegetarian. Do you know that? He was not himself a vegetarian, nor was Mahavira. You'll be surprised. Vegetarianism for them was a philosophy. It was not a sort of a thing where you don't eat meat and all. Because Buddha himself died when he went to one of his disciples who was a hunter. And the hunter had killed a wild boar. And he said that the wild boar has been killed just now and it will take some time to cook. It's rather half done. I mean, he being an Indian, he could not eat that half done thing, and he got diseased I think his liver or something got into problem and he died of that. See? I mean, I can't eat half done food myself, you see. This is half done now. Half done is a horrible stuff, but we eat because it is unpretentious, you see, or some sort of a thing. People have idea it's not, it's very next to the nature, you see. This is what is coming, but is all deliberate. You are attached inside. Outside, if you behave like that, you are not going to become that. Like hippies have an idea, if they live like primitive people, then they become primitive. You cannot, your brain is modern. Just by living, you see, wearing a wig like a hippie, can I become primitive? I cannot, my brain is modern, you see. That's what people don't understand, that we are too deliberate, and all these deliberations can be only reduced if your self comes into your attention. Otherwise, all these are just our mental projections. So all this sannyasa and all these ideas came. Gradually, everyone who came on this earth, people have really made a mess out of them. And Buddha's mess has gone to such an extent that if you see that, you'll be shocked. It went into many formations. But I heard from my son-in-law that he went and visited some of the caves where the very early Buddhists lived, in the caves, because they were not supported by kings or anything. So they had a very bad time and they used to live in the caves. And what my son-in-law told me, that in the caves there are writings in Sanskrit, in Pali and in Indian script, saying that it is the spontaneous happening that can bring forth the self-realization. He's got that photographed. So it's coming forward. You see, so they knew about the Sahaja Yoga. They knew about it. But then as every religion has gone into a mess and a lot of funny sort of, we can say, the funny sort of expressions. Also, Buddhism has gone. It became Mahayana, Hinayana, all sorts of things. But one of them was called as Biditama, who ran away from India, settled down in Japan, and he started the Zen system of religion, which he kept to the spontaneous happening. That's one was preserved. Another was the Lao Tse style, who did not talk of God and of Buddha, but of Tao itself, the energy, or we can say about the Adisha. So these two good things came out of it. While they searched back into the history of China, and they found out the Adishakti lived many years back there as Kuan Yin. And that's how Kuan Yin was established as a goddess for many Buddhists. Now then, Buddha also got into another form because there was a big competition between Hindus of those days and the Buddhists. So they wanted to form. For ordinary people, it's very difficult to understand the philosophy. So they thought that we should have Buddha expressed as he has been and he will be. So they formed their, see, as you see, he's a Maitreya, is going to come, the future Buddha is Bodhisattva, and they started making his statues and everything. So they made Buddha as the god. They started using him to represent the divine power, giving him forms and things. And like that many things happened. But Buddha himself was so much frightened of the ritualism that they said, you should not worship anything, you should not build any temples. So you see, the loophole was found out. If temples are not to be built, we'll build stupas. Now in the stupas, they put the tooth of Buddha. Of course that was sensible to do, I must say. But of course Buddha had said not to do it. And they put it there. He had two disciples called as Sariputta and Mogala. They were very good disciples of his, and their bones were collected after they were burnt out and were put in the stupas. That was something definitely sensible to put them there. Of course the bones and all these things should not be disturbed because it's not good, it creates a problem for the body. But at least if they have put it there in the Mother Earth, it would have been alright, but they put it in caskets. Now the first casket was made of gold, the second of silver, the third of iron, the fourth one of wood, sort of thing, the mummified those things. And that was a very wrong thing to do, because if you go on keeping like that, some parts of the body of these living people, it can hamper their rebirth or their body which they want to again incarnate. But hair is alright or nails are alright, but you shouldn't keep the part of their body like that. And this kind of thing gave another nonsensical ideas to horrible human beings. What they did, that they thought that if we have to keep some part of the person who died like divine person, why not we cut the hand of someone? And like that. So in Tibet and all these places, especially in Ladakh, see, they used to cut the hands of the people when they died. And big ritual for the dead, and then they started going towards the dead. So they started moving towards the left side. Most of the Buddhists moved to the left side, which was absolutely prohibited by Buddha, because he is on the right side. He said, cut down your desires. Do the karmas without the desire. This was his idea. Activate your right side without the desire. This was his philosophy. But all of them are left-sided. They have desires not only desires, but whatever they do it out of desire. Like the worst is like the Japanese. They think that you can commit suicide in the name of your nation. With this desire, they will commit suicide. To save their country, they can commit suicide. I mean, it is absurd. He said, whatever you have to do without the desire, which is a difficult thing for human being. How many there are who are doing it without desire? And whatever we do out of desire. Even at a subtler form. Even when we do puja, we do with the desire that our vibrations will improve. Can you think of a state where it is absolutely desireless? Only one person has that. There's no desire. Desireless. The whole thing is done without any desire, so there is no disappointment. There is no unhappiness. You are going to America knowingly that is going to be a horrible experience. But it's a joke. Just going to see the joke. Without any hope. Maybe it might work out to be something tremendous. But no desire. See, it's so desireless, the whole personality is, that even if I have to desire for something, I have to ask you better desire, because I have lost the sense of desire. So many times I have said, you better do it. Unless and until you pray to me, I can't do it. That's why I ask you, write to me a letter, because you see, I can't desire. I don't do anything. Without doing anything, it is happening, so why should I desire? I really don't do anything. You'll be amazed, I don't do anything, I don't desire anything, nothing of the kind, it's working, I'm just watching it. And you are saying, whether you are doing it, I'm quite surprised. That is Tao. If you read about Tao, it is said that it doesn't do it, but everything works out. So this is what he said, which was all Sahaja, that you have to be desireless and do everything, and he is the one who controls our ego. Because if you have no desire, you will have no ego either. Ego is only built up when you have a desire to do something. That is, you just do it for fun, just for joy, just for doing. Then how will you build up ego? You cannot. Like an artist is painting just for fun and throwing it out. Creating something just for fun. That's what God is. Not with a desire to achieve something. I mean, the desire is so gross, can be extremely gross. It can become subtler and subtler and subtler. That's a good way. But it can be very, very gross also. Like some people can believe that, you see, I should paint it because I'll get so much money. Or I can sell it to somebody who may be the worst man, but I'll sell it because I can get more money. That's absolutely the grossest of all, you see. That you can go to the most sinful things. I mean, I don't know. There can be even worse desires than that. Can be very many. But on this auspicious day, we should not think of them, which are there like that. But minimum of minimum, if we come, just do your puja just for the joy of it. Not with any desire. Just for the joy. I mean, we are doing so many things like that. For example, we enjoy each other's company. Just think of that. We also, yogis, are enjoying each other's company. What's this for? Nothing at all. There's no, nothing. Just, we are enjoying it without any desire. Just for enjoyment's sake, enjoyment. When that purity comes, you see, in our temperament, that we do everything without any desire, we have got rid of our ego. The Buddha is awakened within us. And that's what is the importance of Buddha. That he settled down himself in a place which is the most difficult place. That is on the left side of your head, you see. Sometimes I have seen it projects here up to this point, in some people. You get such a terrible pain, pulling it out from there. Can't imagine. So this horrible point, which is so funny, it is sometimes it can blow up like that. Sometimes it can pierce horrible, which all of you have developed quite a lot, you see, and it takes its forms in different ways and methods. For that, we have to say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Means we surrender ourselves to Buddha. Then what does he say? The second one is very good. Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. I surrender myself to collectivity. Sangham. Sangha is the collectivity. I surrender myself to collectivity. Ego goes down. First of all, Buddha, who is sitting, who is the deity, which is the enlightenment, you say, I surrender myself to Buddha. Secondly, you say, I surrender myself to collectivity. Egoistical people cannot surrender. So, I surrender myself to collectivity. So, we say, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. It is to Virat. It is the third one. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. The third one, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Dhamma means the religion, the balance. I surrender myself to religion, which is essence of it. Or you can put it the other way down, that Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. That's all. If you have achieved it, then we can talk of God, not before that. So these three things are to be achieved. We would put it in a Sahaja Yoga way like this. First of all, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. I surrender myself to my virtues. All desires can be surrendered to your virtue. Is it virtuous to do like this? You can. If you are brought up that way, you will just not do it. You will have no desires to do something that is not virtuous and righteous. You will just not do it. So, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Then you should say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, means I surrender myself to my enlightenment. This is the second state when you are ascended. Surrender myself to enlightenment that I have got, to my spirit. It is the spirit who is going to guide. No more my physical, mental, emotional, nonsensical temptations. But what is the spirit? And thirdly, the Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, to the collectivity, to the whole, to the Virat. This is the way we have to work it out. So ultimately reach the same point, that let me start it from myself. From myself to others, not from others to myself. It's like treating the tree from outside, not from the roots. But Sahaja Yoga treats you from the roots. First you get your realization, alright? Then you learn how to surrender yourself to your dharma. Then you become collectively conscious. Collectivity is a temperament. It's a sense of enjoyment that you get in the collective living. Unless and until you have that, you have not achieved your joy. So Buddha has played a very great role in our lives, and he is a very great powerful force within us. I am very happy that Buddha Jayanti has fallen here in England, because as we say, the England is the heart of the universe. It doesn't matter if I say here, is there anybody Arab here? I don't want to displease any Arab if he's sitting here. Alright. And if it is the heart, whatever you do here will circulate in the whole universe. So if you can conquer your ego here, we can even conquer the ego of Mr. Reagan and these Russians. We can manage that. But first start it here. It has to reverse back. You see, now they have to learn from you and you don't learn from them. When it will work out, you'll be amazed.
In the meditative state, let's bring both our hands at heart level. Shri Mataji, please bless us with collective temperament. Please change all our desires into pure desires which seek for collective benevolence and growth of the collectivity. Let's enjoy the bliss that we feel in our hands and maintain this desire at our Sahasrara and be in meditation.
घबराए जब मन अनमोल और हृदय हो डावाडोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि। तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि। जब अशांति का राग उठे, लाल लहू का फाग उठे, जब अशांति का राग उठे, लाल लहू का फाग उठे, हिंसा की वो आग उठे, मानव में पशु जाग उठे, धरती की काया कांपे, अंबर जगमग उठे बोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि। तब मानो तू मुख से बोल बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि। जब दुनिया से प्यार उठे, जब दुनिया से प्यार उठे, नफरत की दीवार उठे, माँ की ममता पर जिस दिन बेटे की तलवार उठे, धरती की काया कांपे, अंबर जगमग उठे, बोल तब मानो तू मुख से बोल, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि। दूर किया जिसने जन मन के व्याकुल मन का अंधियारा, जिसकी एक किरण को छूकर चमक उठाए जग सारा, दीप सत्य का सदा जले, दया अहिंसा सदा फले, सुख शांति की छाया में जन मन गन का पेड़ पले, भारत में भगवान बुद्ध का गूंजे घर घर मंत्र अमोल, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, तब मानो तू मुख से बोल, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि, धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि, संघं शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि, श्रीमा शरणं गच्छामि।
Let's all collectively offer pranams. Thank for this collective session. Raise our Kundalini and take bandhans. Jai Shri Mataji.